Hello, Cancer, and welcome back to the channel. I'm Jen with Bohemian Path Tarot, and we're doing February readings today. I've got the Star Seeker Tarot here, and this is the pocket-sized edition. I got it on Etsy, and the seller actually makes a standard size too. I got the pocket size because it's easier to shuffle. And before I shuffle, let me just remind you, this is a general reading for a general Cancer audience. It may really resonate with you today. It may resonate here and there, so just take the parts that resonate and please leave the rest for another Cancer. I invite you to check out the videos for all of your major placements. That's your sun sign, your rising sign, and your moon sign. And I'm going to go ahead and shuffle now, but I do fast forward the video over the shuffling part, and I'll meet you as I start to lay out the cards for your reading. See you there. Okay, Cancer, let's see what we've got. Strength, Justice, the Lovers, and the Hanged One. Okay, that's 4 out of 4 major arcana. So February is going to be a big month for you. That's a lot of pivotal energy going on, right? So we're starting with the Hanged One, which is all about being in a space where you're ready to get a new perspective, to get a new way of looking at your life, to get a new idea, you're ready to adapt, right? When the Hanged One comes up, there's usually been a phase of feeling sort of stagnant, of feeling maybe even stuck. So this is just kind of that moment when you're ready to do something, to get that big idea. And when we're in that place, we're often ready to adapt, to be flexible, to try something new. And you can see in this card here, this character almost looks like you know those gymnasts that use those silks, there we go, that use those silks that kind of roll up and roll down again. It almost looks like this gymnast or this character wants to roll up and roll into that silk. You know, you have to be flexible to be one of those gymnasts that use that kind of silk. And so the sort of advice here inherent in this card is to get out of that sort of stagnant, stuck place, is to look at your situation from a different vantage point in order to get a new idea. Let go of not your goal or not what you want, but the pathway that you thought you were going to take to get what you want hasn't been working. So you kind of need a new way to get there. You need to be flexible. You need to adapt to the circumstances. So either your timing is going to have to be different, the pathway has to be different, or you need to call on different mentors, different, teammates, something like this. Something has to be a little bit different. And in this position, if you get this, look at your situation in a new way, let go of the old plan, and be ready to look at your situation with new eyes. That's when the sort of epiphany comes, if you can see your situation in a new way. That's the kind of main theme for February, is getting that new vision for your goal, the epiphany, right? The next card we have here is Strength. And Strength is often the Grace Under Pressure card. Now, that doesn't mean you're going to be like in battle, but it does tend to come up in situations where you may have to defend yourself or promote yourself. Something like a job interview or an audition or defending your thesis. Sometimes it could even be something like standing up for your kid, like if you have to go in and for some reason talk to your child's teacher or principal or something like that. It could be the sort of thing if you're going to court and you have to testify on your own behalf, or you have to litigate in some way. It's courage, right? It's standing up for yourself, but it's also that belief in yourself, or the capacity to show up for yourself, especially in the situations where it's an interview or defending your thesis, knowing your idea is right or your skill is right for the job or the play, or if you're submitting your portfolio, whatever the situation might be, trusting in your talent, having the courage, the confidence to promote yourself, to defend your idea, to stick up for you and yours. You get the idea. The next card we have here is Justice. And that, again, is about looking out for yourself, possibly looking out for your family. This comes up a lot with contracts, right? This could be signing a contract or dissolving a contract. So again, it could be a job, especially for those of you who interviewed or had an audition, submitted a portfolio or whatever. This could have been, this could be then signing that contract. It could also be, going into business, renting a office space or maybe a food truck. I'm just, tossing out all kinds of ideas. One thing to remember with the Justice card, if you're going into business with somebody else, especially a friend or a loved one, or if you're renting something with somebody, anytime you're signing a contract, make sure that you understand the terms and conditions, that if you're committing to something with somebody else, that the terms are fair, that you understand what you're committing to and what you're getting out of that. We see the same thing with the Lovers card. Now, obviously, the Lovers card can be about romantic relationships, but that is also about what we commit to and who we commit to, and making sure that our commitments are fair and reciprocal, right? That we are putting into something that we are getting the return on our same investment, whether it's lovers or friends or whatever, that we understand sort of the commitments we're making and that we're getting our needs met to the same degree that we're meeting others' needs. So these are also related in a way as well. Going back to the Justice card just for a minute, as I had mentioned, that for some folks this could also be dissolving contracts. So it could be ending a rental agreement, ending a marriage, ending, like leaving a job, that sort of thing. And there again, making sure that you understand the terms of the severance, that you get what is fair, that you get what is due. And that could also be tied up with this sticking up for yourself piece, grace under pressure piece, testifying or speaking, giving witness, that could be tied up in that. And going back to the Lovers can also be about choices. So not only is it about the commitments we make to other people, it's the choices we have and the commitments that we make, right? So like in the example of romantic relationships, there are often choices between the physical, chemical attraction versus maybe intellectual, emotional connections. And sometimes those two things don't come in the same person. And sometimes we have to choose between which is more important. Or in jobs, sometimes we have to choose between the higher paying job or the more fulfilling job, right? So these kinds of questions might be coming up with the lovers for you as well. Or it might just be, for some of you, Cancers, it might just be themes around Valentine's Day. Had to say it, had to be said, right? But in any case, it's so interesting because you've got this, what feels like a slower, or maybe a sort of stuck energy at the beginning of the month, but these are huge themes later on in the month. So it looks like some things kind of really break loose or open up later on in the month, and you're going to have to make some tough decisions or have some big sort of moments, sign on the dotted line even. So it's, even if it starts slow or it seems slow, it looks like there's some milestone moments for you, Cancer. But good stuff. I think by the end of it, you'll be feeling, well, just look at this. This character is dangling. Oops. Can you even see? This character is dangling over water. Precarious. And then over here, grounded with a friend, possibly lover, rainbows, sunny day. So grounded and connected by the end of the month. So definitely feeling better and grounded and safe by the end of the month. So I hope you love your reading. I love it for you, actually. It's big stuff, but good stuff. So I'm going to leave it there, Cancer. Thank you so much for stopping by. Take good care of yourself. Until next time. Bye for now.